Shalom, shalom, shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel. I want to start off and give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who have taught us His truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations out there to you sincere and you hopeful elect, scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. All right, I'm your fellow servant, Malakia. All right, coming in with another lesson today. All right, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right, unto you, Akim and Akwathium. All right, I want to go ahead and do a land back of this video from the brother Tazapanya Banyamyan. All right, his video that he did about 15 hours ago, it says 90% chance of government shutdown, Goldman Sachs CEO. Okay, and you have many different points, all right, that this brother was going into, all right, and it's always, you look at it and it's always a comparison to it, all right, just as the time in the 2008 before that big crash happened, that it took everybody by surprise, and then you had the other event that happened prior before that, you had 9/11 back in 2001, and then go fast forward again to 2020, all right, with the whole, the C-19 thing, all right, so it's showing you that, Esau's been doing things, all right, without the people's knowledge, all right. He catches them by surprise. He'll put little hints and things out there, all right, but it doesn't show you that he's going to do it on this exact date, okay? But as you look at, the things that's going on, all right, it shows you that there has to be some type of event that's getting ready to happen that's going to trigger, okay, as a catalyst, all right, to bring in, all right, these elites agenda, okay? And you have these other big time CEOs, all right, of these big companies. Just in the time right before the C-19 thing, many of them fell off. Okay, many of them exited out, all right, as their strategic plan because they knew something was going to happen. And we have the same scenario playing again today. I want to go ahead and just play a quick snippet of it, but I'm not going to play it right now. Let me just go ahead and get one quick precept. All right, then we're going to go ahead and jump into the video right quick. We can get that too. This is the book of Romans, chapter 13. I'm going to start at verse 11. It says, in that, knowing the time, all right, when you go into that word knowing, all right, when you know something, you truly, fully understand it. Okay? You as a person who's looking at these videos, watching these videos, all right, you're supposed to know the time. You're supposed to understand the times that we're in. Okay, the scripture says in Ephesians 5, all right, for us to be circumspect, all right, because the days are evil. This is the time that you need to be understanding the times that we're in. All right, so when you go into knowing, you understanding the time. It says that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. So if you out here doing any nonsense, bullshit, such as you look at the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, okay, the ones who's not trying to repent, the ones that's not trying to return back. These are the people who are not in the know. These are the people who are not understanding what time it is. Okay. Because when you look at it, all you get money niggas, all you cream, what's it stand for? Damn, I used to say it all the time in the world. You cream, oh yeah, cash rule everything around me niggas. All you niggas who want to partake in this society, all right, you will suffer the death because these other people who have money, all right, they're getting ready to come up with the biggest wealth transfer ever in history, all right, because they know the system, they know the ins and outs, all right, but you are getting the back end of the stick, all right, the back end of everything, and it's going to be to your great loss, all right, because you're not in the know. Okay, them the ones that's out here asleep. All right. It says that now it is time to awake out of sleep. Yeah, ain't no more catching the money, putting it on your what was it, from your shoulder all the way down to your hands. All right, trying to say that you got that much money. Ain't no more taking the money, making it into a brick like you answering the phone. All this is going to be obsolete. All right, because everything is switching digital right now. And this government shutdown could be the catalyst, okay, to get things started. All right, it's too many things happening right now. Here it is in 2024. All right, we're getting ready to see these BRICS nations align themselves up with their new digital currency. Okay, they're all trying to drop the dollar. So here it is, Esau Edom. He's scrambling to make something happen. Okay, here it is. What is it? $33 trillion in debt. Okay. And so if it is a government shutdown, how is the U.S. going to be able to pay for everything to come back and to resume? All right. It's stated that I think 1.9 trillion will be lost in revenue each day that the government is shut down. All right. So showing you that it's going to be more events that's going to lead, all right, up to this, which is going to make this to be the catalyst to bring in the prophetic scriptures. All right. So I'm going to go back in verse 11 again. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. All right. Our salvation is getting closer and closer each day that you wake up. All right. The salvation is getting closer and closer to as we see Yahushua, all right, approach this earth. OK, to him making his second coming. OK, these events are speeding up. Let's get that in Matthew 24. All right. Because the Lord is doing this for the elect's sake. All right. Let me see. I think it's 22. This is the book of Matthew 24 and verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Right. As you see, Esau is messing with the food, messing with the air quality, he's messing with the water. All right. He's wearing out the saints. All right. He's doing all type of mischief throughout the earth. All right. It would be no flesh saved. All right. Here it is. He's trying to make things out of bugs into food. And come on, man. It's all a wickedness. All right. But this is what the Lord is doing. All right. It says, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Okay. The Lord is shortening the days as we speak. You can see the times are speeding up more and more. There's different news articles going out more and more. Here it is. The edict has been out. All right. That the video should be done each day. All right. Because that's the Lord putting the spirit upon our apostles and elders saying that to tighten up, to push more. All right. Because we're at the end of this thing. All right. It's getting closer and closer. All right. So let me jump into this quick video. I want to play it for like maybe good 2 to 3 minutes. Okay.
Really took a nice paycheck there. And now you have record level CEOs stepping down. 197 CEOs leave the post in July.
197 chief executive officers resigned from their positions. What is it? September now? 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Yo, son.
So you think about this. The wealthy are selling stocks. They're getting out of stocks. They're sitting on record levels of cash, and they're stepping down and getting away from their top positions as CEO, right?
Right. And the same thing, like I was saying, happened back in 2019. But I pulled up an article earlier. I believe it was right here. And I'm going to go back to the other one. This is 2020. This is one. It says famous CEOs who quit in 2020. And then you go to it and you had many different CEOs from different big time companies just, withdraw themselves. And at the time, I didn't understand it when I seen it back in 2019. I didn't understand it. But then a couple months later, then you seen this is when the whole C-19 thing happened. But here it is, big companies such as, here's one, IBM. This is a CEO of a company. You had Disney. You had LinkedIn. You had Salesforce. You had Viacom 18. Wipro, you had Walt Disney, APAC, MasterCard, Harley Davidson. These are big. Ford. Look, you had big ones. All right, big time people. And here it is, their faces. Oh man, here it is, their faces, all right here. Okay, they all stepped down. And this is just 2020. This is just some of them. Okay, so now let's jump to this one. 2019 had the most CEO departures on record with more than 1,600. So according to the list that I just read, then you had more. This is on CNBC, and I didn't truly understood. I remember I did a lesson on it. This is a couple years ago. All right, but here it is. This is a staggering 1,640 CEOs left their posts in 2019, the highest year on record since Challenger, Gray, and Christmas began tracking in 2002. It was even higher than 2008 when the U.S. was embroiled in the financial crisis. Among them was Boeing CEO Dennis Muilenburg, who was fired in December in the wake of the 737 MAX crisis. And as you go to it, it says 2019 was the year of CEO exits. Many of them knew. I remember I was going into back then. I believe it was I know Bill Gates was was in that video that I did. It was Bill Gates. If I can find it, I'll put it in the description box. But I know Bill Gates was one of them for sure. Because they were just selling stocks, and it was by the thousands, and it was cashing in, and they've been doing it in spurts. But here it is in these, right before this next government shutdown, before this next event, or whatever they're getting ready to plan, these elites. All right, you have many of them stepping down still, okay, and they're taking their assets and they're trying to revolve it into cash. All right, because I guess they're waiting on this new system, I guess, to crash. All right, and to be implemented, and they're able to transfer their wealth from this old system to this new system, okay, to where everybody else is going to be what at the bottom. They're going to be poor. This is the big gap that they're wanting to make. All right, to have the super rich and to have the super poor. There's not going to be no in between. 2020 was how can I say it, was an avenue, all right, for you to see how the new system was going to be. It was to totally destroy the middle class. All right, all you see is these little mom and pop shops been closing down. Many people lost their jobs. Many jobs started to get to the point to where they were hurting. All right, and right when everything started to get back to normal, they couldn't survive, and they still had to close down their doors. Okay, so what's going to happen with this next event? It's going to totally rip out the whole middle class. Okay, and it's just going to leave a big gap, all right, between the super rich and the poor. Okay, let's go down a little bit more. Well, I didn't want to read no more into that, but it just shows you that's how many CEOs left in 2019, right before the crisis that happened in 2020, dealing with the C-19. Okay, so let's go back to the video.
Right? It's the highest total since record-setting May, when 224 CEOs exited the top spot, according to a report released Thursday by global outplacement and business and executive coaching firm Challenger, Gray, and Chris.
Yeah, and this is remember, this is the CEO exits, all right, in 2023. This is not talking about the last couple years. The last couple years has been a couple thousand, okay, or hundreds to thousands, okay.
July's total is 67% higher than the 118 CEO exits recorded in June. And now large corporate bankruptcy filings surged the first half of 2023. Stock market the crash, bankruptcy filings soar to dangerous levels. Bankruptcy filings surged the first half of 2023.
You see, they think that this place is going to keep continuing. All right, let me get that right quick. And I was holding it earlier in the book of James, chapter 5. We're going to start at verse 1. It says, Go to now, it's a lot. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Okay? talking about, these elites, all right, when you look at it, in a spiritual sense, but really it's talking about the rich men of our people too as well. All right, the ones who have gotten benefits, all right, and left, okay, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, not acknowledging him, his ways, nor repenting. All right, so all these miseries are getting ready to come upon you. Okay, the ones who got the money, the ones who want to, go start businesses, buy land, and do all this other stuff that you're not truly understanding the times that we're in. These are the people who are asleep still. Okay? Great miseries is getting ready to come to those because they have walked in great pride. It says your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth eaten. Okay? Your riches are corrupted. Look how you got the riches. All right? It was by deceit. It was by lying. Okay? It was by usury. Okay? When you look at these rich people of the world today, all right, they didn't get this money, all right, the hard working way. All right. They lied to, the individuals when we were in school and said that the 9 to 5, you work, get good grades, and, you'll be able to get a good, a living. All right. But how is it you getting a good living and you've done all those things? You listen to what the system said, but you're out here and you're still struggling while you got some people who never even went to college a day in their life and they're making millions. OK, they at the top making billions. All right. Utilizing the stock market, doing all other different types of things. Not saying that, some things aren't wicked, but the whole system that this thing was created, all right, is wicked in itself. So if you got money in this society, all right, like the scripture says, use the world, but not abusing it. This world is abusing, all right, the things that they have by the riches that they have gotten corruptedly. It says your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. This is what these people are doing. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the video. You get money niggas, you cream niggas, all that. You heaping up money for the last days, all right, but it's going to be a witness against you. Okay, the Lord's going to look at all these riches that you gotten, ill-gotten, okay, and you're going to have to pay for all these things, okay, because they're looking, you got these elites and these other CEOs, okay, they're looking at, they got all this money that they're going to be able to transfer it all to the next system, but it's all corrupted. The Lord's not going to let this go on, okay? This whole enterprise is not going to fulfill itself. Okay, so let's jump back into the video.
Not only crypto, overall bankruptcy filings crosses danger levels. You tell me. And then this.
America is bankrupt, man. The shit is about to fall, and they did it on purpose. It's orchestrated. Hegelian dialectic, problem, reaction, solution, order out chaos, order out of chaos. All right, because they're purposely creating this chaos to come with the new world order. All right, and we all know how that's going to be fully implemented with the MOTB.
That's right. This is all the leading up to the MOTB. Okay, this is getting ready to make the order out of chaos. This is getting ready to bring chaos. Okay, 33 trillion. All right, you see how it was the last government shutdown. They squeezed it so much to the point to where you had people on, TV crying and stuff, talking about to unlock it. They can't pay their bills. How much more you think this stuff is going to happen, all right, this time around? I seen another video. You got cops training their families and their children, all right, to arm themselves, to get themselves ready, okay, for this next looming event that's getting ready to happen, okay? We don't know if it's going to happen, just a bunch of speculation, but hey, man, who knows? Who knows? All right. Maybe it's Yahweh Bashem Yahushai giving us the warning to let us know to get ourselves ready, to brace ourselves. All right. But who knows? I just speak as a man, but Hey, we know that how these elites, when they move by the things of element of surprise that catch people off guard. And maybe they want to let people know that it is getting ready to be a government shutdown, but they're not telling everybody else what's going to happen after. Okay, but hey, who knows?
Great millstone saw from elder apostle to heart on down, and the likened camps that share the same doctrine be pushing, and the only ones is pushing it.
Hey, just in, odds of government shutdown 90%. Per Goldman Sachs, the shutdown would cost almost $2 billion a day.
This $2 billion a day will be lost or delayed in revenue if the government shuts down in 3 days, man. This shit is not a joke, man. Oh, how does that affect us? I had a Gadite today at the plantation. You feel me? Say something like that. I'm like, bro, niggas got their head stuck up their ass.
In lost revenue and delayed revenue. U.S. can't afford this right now. Deadline for the deal just 3 days away. So
U.S. can't afford shit if it's 33 trillion from what the numbers they tell us anyway. Talking about U.S. can't afford.
And this is why you see these CEOs capitalizing assets that they have into the stock market and then pulling out their money some other type of way, because they're getting ready to cash in. They're getting ready to, they're taking everything out. Okay? They know something's getting ready to happen. They know. Just like it was in the time of 2019, the list of those CEOs, how they stepped down right before the C-19 event happened. They're taking all the risks off the table, okay? Especially when it's concerning this government shutdown, okay? And they're looking at the economy. They're looking at how everything's gonna happen with the BRICS nations. They already looking ahead, okay? They're looking ahead, okay? But it's only gonna be a cap to it, however far the Lord wants them to go. To where these elites, they're not gonna fulfill their enterprise. But you see, as they're doing all this, they know that nothing but chaos has to happen for this new system to be incorporated. Okay? So, I just want to bring this lesson out, going into this 90% chance of this government shutdown. It very well could happen if it is like the data says, $33 trillion in debt. Okay? How is the U.S. going to be able to pay some money and it doesn't even have any money itself? Okay? So, we're going to see as the days keep coming, as we are being the watchmen, keep watching and prophesying and keep looking at these things. But our eyes are looking at all the different things. Here it is. It's just too many distractions happening right now. Okay? Too many distractions out there in the air. I just seen another video with how they not accused, but they gotten the killer or suspect, okay, in custody, I guess, that's dealing with the Tupac Shakur murder. Another distraction. Okay, here it is. You got the fight September 30th. Everybody's talking about it. People still talking about the game that happened from last Sunday with the Dolphins blowout, with, I believe, with the 70 points. So on and so forth. It's too many distractions, and it's showing you that, hey, this is how this devil works. Because when distractions happen, shows you that something else big is happening in the background for something to start. And Lord willing, this can be the catalyst to start this thing up. All right. So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to you, Akim and Akwatim. I want to give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who have taught us His truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations out there to you sincere and you hopeful elect. Scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. I'm your fellow servant, Malakia. Shalom.